So I noticed that I have a lot of DVDs and CDs just lying around my home, and I don't have a DVD or I do a CD player for music, but I don't have a DVD player for movies. And I just have a lot of movies on DVDs just lying around. So I was actually wondering how I can play but also rip movies off of DVDs using like one of these little cheap DVD CD players in order to have them digitally. So I actually went ahead and figured that out, and I'll actually go ahead and show you guys how to do it. It's actually pretty simple, but it takes some time. So first things first. If you're doing this on Linux, you have to make sure that you're part of the CD-ROM group. And to check that, you can just cat etc group file, and if I scroll up, you'll see that here it is. Right here, there is a group called CD-ROM. Now, make sure that you add your user to this group. Like as you can see, I add my user Bryce to the group CD-ROM. Because if you don't add your user to this group, you can't actually read and write, or I guess more importantly, read from CDs. Using sudo or root privileges won't work. You have to be part of this group to actually read from CDs and DVDs. So make sure you do that first. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of problems. So once you do that, I'm going to go ahead and use MPV to play CDs and DVDs, which I didn't know actually could play CDs and DVDs. But I found out recently that you can. So I'm going to go ahead and actually hook up this, cheap CD or DVD reader to my computer. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and first I'm going to show you guys how to play audio CDs. So here I have this Simon and Garfunkel CD that I just want to play on my CD player. So give me a moment. There we go. And then in order to actually play audio CDs, you just have to give the command MPV and then CDDA for CD digital audio, and then do : / and once you run that, you give it a moment to read the CD. It goes ahead and plays the CD. I'm not sure if you can hear the drive right here spinning up, but it's reading CD, and you might be able to hear the music coming on my speakers. So hopefully I don't get like a copyright strike for that, but there we go. That's how to play CD audio. You can fast forward, rewind, and do everything that you can usually do. It's nothing too fancy. It's just CD audio. But I actually want to show you guys how to not only view DVDs, DVD movies through MPV, but also dump them onto your computer. So here I have this movie that my family absolutely loves, Fly Away Home. Absolute classic. In fact, if you haven't seen this movie, you should see it. It's a great movie. I absolutely love it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the drive right here. And in order to actually play a DVD through MPV, you say MPV DVD and then : //. So pretty straightforward. And then it'll go ahead and read through all the contents of it and then play it once it's ready. Usually takes a moment. Mostly because it has to decrypt the DVD in order to actually play it. So the first time you do this, it'll usually take a little bit of time, but after multiple times of playing this DVD or other DVDs, it'll usually be faster next time around. The first time you do it, like I said, it'll take some time because it has to decrypt every single section of the DVD. So actually, I'll cut back when the DVD is fully read and played. So okay. So MPV is finished grabbing the encryption keys from the CD, and so now I can actually play the DVD. It took a little bit of time, but as you can see, once I run this command again, the DVD will spin up, and give it a moment, and it'll go ahead and read from the DVD. And as you can see, we have the movie playing, and I can skip to, and it has different. And the great thing about it is that it already detects different chapters that you can skip to in the movie, and also different audio tracks as well, which is really nice. So I can go ahead and skip to this chapter right here, and it'll go ahead and skip to that part of the movie. So that's how you watch movies using MPV, or from a DVD. So how do you actually rip the movies off of a DVD? Well, it's actually pretty simple. All you need to do is just provide the stream dump command and set that equal to the file that you want to dump to. So I'll call this file flyaway.fob, which is the file format for dumping DVDs. And when I run that, give it a moment, and it'll go ahead and dump the entire DVD to the file. And this will actually take quite some time. I recommend if you're dumping a lot of movies, just sit back, do something else, because it'll take a bit of time to do this. So I'll cut back once the movie is completely dumped onto my hard drive. Okay, so I went ahead and finished ripping the DVD onto my hard drive, and so I can actually go ahead and just take my DVD out right here and just put it back, and then also unplug my DVD drive. And as you can see, if we go ahead and check what files there are, you can see that there's a new file called flyaway.vob. And we can actually play this file directly. So if we do MPV flyaway and then this file, give it a moment, and you'll see that it starts playing the movie, and we can kind of fast forward it, but the .vob file format isn't really a good file format to have. It's not that easy to read, and most media players don't really know what to do with it. So we can actually go ahead and convert the .vob file to any other file format using FFmpeg, of all things, which I have already done a video on. And we can just go ahead and take this as an input, and I want to convert this into let's just say a WebM file. Or actually, you know what? How about a MKV, because I want to store it on my hard drive. So if I go ahead and run that, it'll go ahead and convert. As you can see, it's really working. It'll go ahead and convert the VOB file to a normal MKV video file. You can also convert it to an MP4 file or anything else. So once this is done re-encoding and the entire movie, I'll go ahead and cut back. So just give me a moment. So FFmpeg just finished re-encoding the video. So if I go ahead and list my files, you'll see I now have a flyaway.mkv file. And this MKV file can be played on essentially anything that will play video files, TVs, media players, phones. So essentially, I have this movie successfully digitized, and I can go ahead and convert this MKV file to like MP4 or WebM or whatever I want for any use, essentially. And so that's actually how you go ahead and rip movies off of DVDs using MPV. I haven't found an easy way to rip audio CDs yet, but mostly because I don't have a use for that. I just find other ways to get music. But yeah, this is what I use to rip movies off of the DVDs because I don't really have a DVD player anymore. So I hope you guys found that. I hope you guys found this intriguing and useful, and I'll see you guys in the future.